friends, welcome back to She's At It Again. My name is Tanya, and today we need to refill our hummingbird feeder. If you've thought about being one of those people who feeds and takes care of our little friends outside, hummingbirds might be a good start because they don't make a big mess. That's the challenge with feeding birds. Sometimes you attract things you don't want to attract and you wind up attracting mice and things like that. But I still feed the birds. But the hummingbirds are so fun to watch. My grandmother was infatuated with hummingbirds. Now, she didn't have just a ton of feeders, but she always made sure that hers was filled with good quality food. So if you're not exactly sure how to get started on that, let me introduce you to a very simple way of feeding the hummingbirds. So let's go make some food for them.
All right, if you've seen the colored food in the store, just kind of bypass that. This is a less expensive, much easier, you have the stuff right there at your house. So my feeder that I use in the backyard, it holds 1.5 cups of liquid. So I'm going to take 1.5 cups of water, put it in a saucepan. We're going to get that heated up. And I'm going to take about 1/2 cup of sugar. Now notice this is not bleached pure white sugar. This is natural sugar. It doesn't have any bleaching to it, but it's perfectly safe to use for the birds. I actually read online one time somebody says, do not use that natural stuff. I'm thinking, are you kidding me? It's a bird. Come on, people. Use your noggin. All right, put this directly in there. Whoops, looks like some of it's fallen off on the stovetop, but that's okay. We'll get that cleaned up. Now we're going to let this come to a boil, and we're going to let it boil for about a minute. Maybe not quite a minute, but the reason for that is just keep it fresher. Sometimes when you use, if you use cold water and just let the sugar dissolve, this stuff's going to mold inside your bird feeder. So let's get this cooking, and then we're going to let it cool off, and we're going to fill our feeder up. Okay, so our food, well, actually our water and our sugar has cooked long enough. I've taken it off the burner. We're just gonna let that cool down before we put it in our feeder. In the meantime, I went out and got my feeder and cleaned it up real well with just soap and water and a soft bristle toothbrush, so all the yucky stuff on the edge is gone. So we want it clean for the hummingbirds. So when we come back, I'll show you how to fill it up, and we're gonna take it outside and hang it on our hanger. Okay, we've let our bird food, cool off. I ran an errand, so it's plenty cool enough. So when I show you what this looks like, it comes in 2 parts. This is the top, and it connects like that. But for right now, we're going to leave it upside down. Pour this in here. And it's good to measure your amount that you'll need at first, because a lot of times you'll over make food, and then you just got to store some of it, but you can store it in the fridge. It stores for a while in the fridge. All right, we're going to take this, snap it on there like that, and we're going to carry it like this until we get outside. So let's go outside and hang it on our hanger. Okay, I'm going to try to do this with holding this camera like this. So we're going to take this, flip it over like that, and hang this on here. Now, my slinky, I've got this shepherd's hook. This slinky on here is to keep the squirrels off. And this is a chenille stem, also known as a pipe cleaner. And if the ants get bad, if the ants start getting in my hummingbird feeder, wait a minute, that didn't fill that up. I know that's the amount I'm supposed to have in there. Maybe I'm losing it. Maybe I'm thinking of another filler. Anyway, or another feeder. But anyway, this will be good for a while. I actually have more stored in the fridge inside. But sometimes I can spray WD-40 on this chenille stem right here to keep the ants off. So anyway, we have some food on here. Our hummingbird will be so happy because they've been flying around it this morning and wondering, where is the food? I'm starving over here. Okay, so if you are looking for something to keep the birds happy, particularly the hummingbirds, or as my neighbor Maddie says, the honeybirds, if you're looking for something to keep the honeybirds happy, then make some of this food just out of sugar and water, and that's it. Something so simple, but they're so enjoyable to watch. But Anyway, hope this has helped, and we look forward to sharing something again with you real soon. Bye, guys.